our website on www.kennyrosewireless.com. Kenny Rose.
Ekua wako trophyless. Ekua ekana dosun. Ekua, yes, there are positives. It's a Kotoko away from home away from home. Osha Dako Jachi project na eya anisa. Osha sponsors abemua eya anisa. And I think Kotoko have a better corporate image. But I mean, to what extent? Because I'm not too sure Seminia Philippos Ebos obet me resolve matter. And as a CEO of a major football club on the continent, you know, I know I measured kakra or senior besi account nyoma. And when you say na onye adwuma ne nche e afi baako nti betumi atresi akoyechi baby o shase free any pempenso a wadru o kai baby o shase
why be o kan wase because say I understand say offer bochema fa
no but so who solves the problem?
Okay, you know? anyway I agree with and you say all the two penny bi anim say
absolutely
the friend bochema on fa ntimi so minim say
we say was here asem ye hwe from infitiase no. And I think some of the communicative posture of Nanayo Amponsah and then any team, you know, na with all due respect, na a bit confrontational. And menya sure sa Santimai and Kumasi Iwomi, at least there's a bit of tradition to everything we do. One wo ube to mini penye nyasem, but senya wo no be manage asem no krano. One kasa in your own interest. For how long can you fight with Dr. Che? No. At a certain point, free. But and I think Dr. Che has the right to be peeved. So no, only I'll cry a problem. He has the right.
They do.
The paper on which the contract is signed is more significant than the contract itself.
Okay, that was a on contract biana Dr. Chinuma Saya.
Yes.
Nana I'll make his comment.
Area Jesse strike no area is a more Kotoko is a more befitting Jesse. You create enmity. You get me? So at least
Dr. Chinuma penny.
No.
Yes, Frank I don't know what him say.
I know to make us a Dr. Che side of the story. For the very first time now, Nana I am very open and blunt about the relationship with the board chairman. And I'm not sure say even from the days of Herbert Mensah, say Chama Obekaya, now Herbert Mensah and crawl for problem say. For how long will Kotoko suffer this sort of internal disputes are in my estimation very petty. And for Kwoni Kobabia now Arsenal CEO and the board chairman no problem. A better coach I enejuma, a better than a players na omejuma. So it makes the players political.
Yes, it affects the club.
No, it makes the players political. And until I know Mariano Barreto see who players ni subani be who ni because at least Dr. Che kra ni papa. Or influence or boys ni bi so. So say player bad Dr. Che office. Not Dr. Che says all complaining about Nisiwa. What do you expect from the player? Why will coach Mariano Barreto go see Dr. Che? And then Mariano Barreto subaya all of a sudden. Why can't peace prevail?
Okay, if I may tell us here, because of the rift between the board chairman and the CEO, no, the people in the club now
stakeholders
absolutely. Now after the supreme interest of Asante
absolutely
and then no
absolutely into Dr. Che ubenya support na ya so nya support. But of course Mintie Dr. Che radio station, you know, in all honesty, and some of the things what is alleged said, alleged. But I mean, this Kotoko. So who appreciated the history of the club, but you know, say, oh, nyani, and then I kasa jitum. Say, nipa ni na do wadie. So one kasa was our answer where dia. Me ahwe
but I've always maintained that two people can work together without necessarily being friends.
Yes.
Ethiopia, certain working relations, but the Nanaya okay. And from what I also heard from someone very close to Nanaya, and said for some time now, even a long time now, no Dr. Che Mfa Nanaya call.
Na said Dr. Che Mfa calls no. Enye. Sabi Kaiser so Dr. Che na mu executive chairman no. Supporters ni so mu friend na omu nya no wahira. Chama Kaiser sa story. Dr. Che ayira omu friend na onfa. Okay, so I mean, it's been there. But my solemn appeal to Nanaya only say, if you want to leave a legacy, ignore some of these things. I was thinking, say, on a platform with my good brother Philippus Ebonsu, you be political. You overcome something in a sense as a Dr. Che Kratia. I'm gonna say,
wait, in that way, it depends.
It depends the tension. Who solves the problem? Because as somehow is a Papa be to for sale or radio station or TV station. So who?
No, but just a Dr. Che can't answer.
So into wine a big day. How do you reconcile? And that means I was some at the end of the day, because board chairman is CEO to me. How is that possible for a progressive club? No. And I've always said that sa internal politics no. And one it's been long standing. Why would Dr. Che have a problem in Anaya? Maybe saying Anaya share ni jume die biase no ni kasa yomu bino and ni posture bino ni nyoma bino or problem. But
you let it go.
Yes, okay, fine. I'll let it go. I don't have a problem. You let it go. But Abrantian also no still nice. Me from two angles. Say, oh, me Dr. Che. Fine, Abrantian I idea. I can't see me and I say I'm not looking like I'm somebody buy my baby. Kotoko. It will be a shame before. I don't think was okay. Well, maybe I see Abrantian or yeah, dear. Ebi our sponsorship be I say the team no corner a year team now more Kumasi any side in your so and you me jam na kebi a branch go and one friend no what tune nim or something to soba on the meeting and we have Dr. Che side then na outside say only ebi all chances no can because I know there or starting you can one sem kwa manipa bi any problem with that because and clearly na at a point G2 so by me no conversation winning the conversations ye nyina na is a friend ono agi tum say bia initially bia na bia anko yi a but obia mo na Kotoko no enkonkan it looks like everybody got on board obia boa it is say bia ne na na o ugire say Dr. Che e will be against you a me na na e bia on the back of board member ba ko anim na ma say me nim de me dey Dr. Che it me sre we dey wadama so betimi apusu na homa na me hu na chop bia me fanko because ni nyina e Kotoko interesting absolutely
say omumienu ko a yes, when two elephants fight, it's a grass that surface.
Absolutely.
Obia, and sadly, you have a number of Kotoko supporters who support Nanaya. You have a number of Kotoko supporters who support Dr. Che.
Absolutely.
Then it becomes a divided Kotoko.
Absolutely.
Then what are you fighting for?
Absolutely.
Because Kotoko is supposed to be united.
Absolutely.
To forge ahead.
Absolutely.
Now, the team is divided.
Yeah.
And you are fighting
and
each other.
The two heads are fighting.
The two heads.
And
the two most important.
Absolutely. And Chairman, they had you say, we've not heard from Dr. Che. Yanti Dr. Che can. What said Dr. Che akasa?
So Dr. Che don't thank kasa.
So fantastic. Why not? And then anaya unya kasa.
There be no person just Dr. Che catch them maybe say.
There be one more Dr. Che di. Also opinion bi.
No opinion bi.
Oh, sa reference no make and Matida. And yeah, necessarily Dr. Che.
But you be saying the question. And also maybe mount answer be. Ube who penny crow. Tiu. And also say penny be catch them say. Media me no nyadwea. And one is some me radio station with TV station. Me my boys. I go did you at them 24/7. Oh, ogozo go you one I am why 30 minutes. Eti okasa say we look at the Kotoko board.
Yeah.
It's only because the question was asked about the board chairman.
Chairman, me susu yani say. Sawo besuma santi Kotoko a. No kre maybe what ball Br0uhaha level bia. You are okay. Only problem. You are an elite person. But remember Kotoko is a traditional club. And you can ubetumi a correct blend of modernism, modern day way of living, and in the traditional way of living. Untumi nya no ntonchen. It may say now in his own interest. He should tone down. A debut of baby say, oh, only Dr. Che relationship to say, oh, I'm looking forward for a very good relationship. No, find something political to say. And Western is
keep it quiet for too long, and the relationship is not getting any better.
So
as hard as he's trying, is onya anything from the other end.
So maybe intervention and somehow I can clear say I was say other board. So between some friction way and a cold war that CEO any board in terms of board members I can way. So for how long would they stay for into Dr. Chesubekasa? Okay, and then Dr. Chesubekasa. Then where would Kotoko go? Then what is the positive news? Now, quite say Ghana football, match fixing, betting, yeah. No positive news. To the extent that we are not talking about player performance, we are not talking about coaches' performance, we are not talking about infrastructure, we are not talking about true structural development. We are talking about a fight between the CEO and the board. Why is the CEO too is talking?
Yes, say some statement. I'm saying Canada Japan.
Yes, yes. That's what I'm saying. Say, Matissa Semnida. Necessarily Dr. Che.
Okay,
in my estimation, as a young man, he has to drop the conflict, drop it, and rather make their in your own interest. Dr. Che has nothing to lose in life. And was said Dr. Che Pempen, so we do Abrabom. He has nothing to lose unless you don't know Dr. Che. And need the sort of foundations or what. Dr. Che is not Dr. Che is an ordinary person. Ashanti Kingdom. He's not an ordinary unless you are not in Kumasi. Yes, I have maybe there could be problems with the media outlets and how their hand it would have been then and KFA. Say Anka Santi Kotoko board chairman, no radio station, TV station. No more, friends, innovative. Innovative sports programs support Kotoko this, Kotoko that. Best player of Kotoko donated by Dr. Chase Media. Best midfielder Kotoko awards handled by Dr. Chase Media because the board chairman you have opportunities. It would have been great. But if that is not the solution, if that is not the problem, if that is the case, why would this young man want to fight a fight he can't fight? That is my problem. You can't fight Dr. J because you come and share anymore. Who is Nanaya? He wants to see Dr. Che first before San Obeun. A fight ni biwa. No one can say Afghanistan versus US. No, I careful, Kakawa, tactical. In your own interest. For how long? Dr. Che feels disrespected. Maxwell Baku, contract extension issues, a lot of issues. So, I mean, at least Dr. Che has to folk or tamale. And that is the excitement for traditional clubs. Nanaya, we are doing a brilliant job. But don't be carried away by the wave. Makasa se moisa. Social media boys need there. Yekas obinyi one see the mra. Obiani obeyi one see the nabreo. Nana, you know in your heart of hearts. Oh yes, I will turn Kotoko Jesse for 1,000 Ghana cedis. Ni passe ne toye. Oh yes, I will then be na Kotoko biani bunyi iskabi then. Unya 8,000, 10,000. The man single-handedly sponsored the club for 3 good years. And he put a little respect on that name. And one case will be okay. One case will generate pressure now. Now one was a question. A man for now somehow koka ye a bad than ye mechore. Oh, it's something be wa. I am found punto bia ma. Some conflicts be saying no.
But Obi, I don't know. Into ye to Okrafu ye to Insofo. Mama nef ana kra.
No kra.
Ebia onosoran is a Dr. Che radio station. Dr. Che TV station. Dr. Che is a board chairman of Kotoko. Etebia Chinebi se waya de mpone bia no wasem oba. One of the places who hold forth.
Chairman, that is the ideal situation.
That is what I'm saying. Don't know when to say.
Obviously, it's not an ideal.
It's already say Kotoko board chairman. Ebia Chinebi Kurano. I am not saying say Ebia Enyan Mama Light FM Bibiana, but the father say Ebia Miami Yapoko Free na Gogo say ana super ana ubi. Nebia waka semina Dr. Chonzo wadiwe ebeti aguko no fin kakra. Obetimi a stop no say Mr. Wadiwe die. You say miana board because Dr. Chen Danu Nenanayo. Oh, the distinction to be made.
Absolutely.
Dr. Chen Danu.
Absolutely.
Because he's the chairman of the board.
Yeah.
And the board Nanayao.
Yeah.
So Nanayao feels that he is constantly being lambasted by Dr. Chen's media. and Dr. Che is just watching. And our friend so it means that either it's an agenda or you have something personal against him.
So what do you do as a young man? What do you do as a CEO? What do you do as an employee?
Okay.
No, you're an employee. Into board chairman, no problem. Radio so now go cannot make me fixes our problem.
Obi the comment. After the matter was see pa say only board chairman problem. Of course, you say in your bias but what be to change.
Absolutely.
Until who decide it's okay, you find means to sort that problem.
And can interview or yeah no say oh Maya, meaning paying for Br0uhaha kasa. Maya so mean to me Brad Dr. Che say yeah. Only a bit to me I say okay. Then let's talk to Dr. Che and find out why on your open to the guy. But to be proverbial. And I mean, Charlie, in this modern day and time, Nanaya, what then I'll pressure too much. Meaning say training or Russia. Asante Kotoko pressure done so no
because of his training so
yes of course
chairman
pressure be or one nipa ni self farmer you rather create look one of the major decisions now befitting Jesse for Kotoko no maybe he do not appreciate the status of Yusuf Chipsa in the history of the club. Yusuf you're a big guy Kotoko Kumasia I'm saying one tina Kumasi Nintino, you can't Kotoko Nibia or Nim. You see if you're a big guy. But the Jesse about befitting Iria no is a Iria the way. Iria and Pebia to cry in your binto. You know? And you create enmity. As I say, you should be I was all more reconciliatory. Internet reconciliation commissions, no. You have to be reconciliatory in someone a better nipa ben someone a better nipa free won chain. You might think in the interest of the club can pay ya board meeting to solve this matter as a board to me
and that is where I'm so disappointed on the other members of the board, because clearly I mean
Chairman, the only supporter of Nanaya from what I've heard on the board is Mr. Jemfi. Mr. Jemfi nkwana kasaman say one monitor
and about could be so count.
Obi kan
Baku count.
Chairman.
One yes so also be.
Yes.
Yes well a board needs to be. A dean number pay.
Okay.
Or so David Omuna as a supporter Omuna has no more good relationship.
No Omuna Kasaman Omuna defend no because from what I've heard they also almost fight your interest be or baby. I was almost protecting Nanaya also Nanaya Crawford be to protect you. There's a cycle that's rumor.
But that shouldn't be the case.
Absolutely.
Until I make us say I am paying for our board so because I know said there was a time some board members felt disrespected. Emma almost say someone one of our colleagues Atna Dr. Che radio so edidi omatem Emma call board no they all pointed it out to Dr. Che.
Yeah.
Emma and also go find some people okay.
Yeah.
Issues
yeah.
Oh Emma no say super go patcho and all that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking say board for be cause I'm catch Dr. Che a branch ya nyina ya appointed no. The problem wa owo anade wa ye on me so ye mpanyimfo ka kire ye go twekwa anim ye ntwe na se no me pachaw na kasa che bia o mrante bia to da o so wa esi o yusu tia no no na bia ha no all the bichi nanka board mpanyimfo mo so but board members cannot just sit aloof and watch the board chairman and the CEO fight and I'm some of your board members how Christian Kebi because the board members should also show leadership. Sir, I don't know any members, any ka ho, and ye dear branty by. Now I say what Amponsah as a credium. Munshana, because I didn't wait so many to me and so many yana quite tension between CEO on the board, CEO on the board chairman. Sorry, now a year, yes, a crowd is so hard drink. Oh, I didn't wait, because I think that the young man is doing well. Oh, he needs all the support. No one no because Kotoko has some level of consistency. And Koba said this year, Kotoko yes okay we free we samra. Ni asa chisha Kotoko ni nyina fufro. Aden and we say you say what's the problem? Oh, Christian.
Now here na Amponsah facial expression. Ibisa na sa question na. And osa poso kakra. Tamo obi bisa the question no. O pose kakra o. On say so ko interview no bisa question na pose. I just say you are thinking of what to say. Into your pose here na o ma sa response no. It was in Proverbs. Abebu. Ni wiase nso de penimfo se kokosachi. Kasa kire boni kirefo a otina bebum. Etino their response ni nyina no. Some have said there's conflict, there's tension between the CEO and then the board chairman. Now, ya appointed Kotoko board no. Kotoko board mandate no. Omudi bia man na Amponsah say onon carry out their mandate for them no. Adeba kwara misro pa. We had the quality of the board members no. And the quality of the management here. My fear was clash of personalities and egos. Na misro sa de pa. When you assemble stars, so the age media bia coach was saying football. When you assemble top stars, your biggest challenge is how to manage egos, my personalities, no, how they will not clash. Now, when you look at the quality of Kotoko's board and in the management here, Cromway, Nenka, if they decide to work in unity, chairman, I think that the sky will only be their starting point. But they bakwana misro, and it's because of the quality of these board members, you know, any management members, you know, one shot their egos were going to clash, and true to my fears, and then you win. We have two individuals who are egos. No one is ready to drop the ego. Now, me and Ukraine, I did not touch Ayama Santi Kotoko. Men kind of last time who a board chairman. Why is I didn't be? Not that chain did 8 billion chair and Siano. And I saw one. Oh no. Kwai bonsu konti sika. Nese kotukotia be 30,000 pounds addition to the omodi kaje dadano. Dr. Chene tuai.
Dr. Chene did not handle it well. And
but the most important thing is
the court really goes on to
but the most important thing they do critical stage na nese nka kotoko ko nties kana. FIFA be punish omo. They had a board chairman who decided to step forward and solve the problem.
Oh yeah, that's true. And especially when they need, there are times when they've needed money.
Yes.
And he's always there to pay.
Africa inina, Kotoko Africa inina no. Dr. Che. He has done so well for Santi Kotoko.
And man, who pays the piper cost?
Who pays the piper cost for the
it is sometimes then there are not any problem about because if he feels that I'm helping in all this manner. Now if you are minimum and shut down family view and we are all human beings. I mean, let's put us we have the board chairman, the man that leads the board, and the man that leads management, and these are two bodies that are supposed to work together. In fact, the management should carry the vision of the board. Board in the vision, you know. Let the mama then say, go and carry out our vision for us. But we have the two heads of the two respective bodies. Chairman, they are at loggerhouse. Chairman, the ultimate team, the ultimate idea best of is the team. Kotoko will suffer. And that's why I know by arguing say somebody must show leadership and call the two individuals, you know, to order, yes, call them to order. Somebody must show leadership. Yeah, because they have big men on the board. Big men.
Bank of Ghana, chairman.
Penny Bako, Echo Bako.
Joshua Construction.
Pasa.
These are big men. These are big men.
Wow.
These are big men, chairman.
Now,
somebody must step. Now,
okay, Coach Ignatius, 11 wonders versus Legon Cities. Coach, it's you.
Obi abami feeder. Andy abami feeder. One basic thing I will me fear, and I say, seemingly any panino or any alcohol. What I'm just that's me upbringing. So I can't. My papa, my friend, papa that in my life. Din be a baby team be I said this month I was the friend be my friend so budget on will be chairman. But when you are in the public space and you bring in an audio upbringing, I will fear at the buy into public space. Chairman, me na me my dear friend politics. But me koye adwuma first liberty. Through to maybe my adwuma be see 11 wonders. And I'm who say Obi Krana catch one Ignatius. I told the you have to be political. Obi me boy. You want me to me friends say ade omudi me ba kumasi ani. Chairman me friend.
Yeah.
Me ba kumasi ani. O say o ginanya nto bose sa na adwuma ye den. Eti chairman. So no okay say me friend anadwo pa. Me boy.
Aye.
People I'm want to know maybe then I see. But sometimes chairman I was so political. I felt say me take interview no rewie and me say wow. And I am Amponsah akele no. He said
oh,
man
really?
Oh a man am a penny papa.
What can I do?
Chairman.
Sana if you
are so call now 2 weeks. Who say how utim catch daddy don't be stupid.
Don't be silly.
Oh she also call you wait my catch say daddy don't be silly.
To be see a punish me.
No na ya asem no ha no.
Don't be silly.
Chairman me wo bronyini bi wa Monday. Bronyini o frame me. O say Ignatius din be na yemfa ma no. O won tafo first. And I'm say o your banti e fe na adwo atawia. Onmentia. O say opesa ne man mfa Ghana fo su ban ne bi. Say anya say we bronyini o ba untimi nka ncha papa say don't be foolish.
Me come sister ona. Me ba junior opie akwa bana. Oba me ne me nam fo gusro ho. Draw hi guys. And I'm saying, hey, hi guys. Ooh.
Hi guys.
I'm gonna say, there's how. Of course, I mean, depending on this.
A man for hi. Who is some bagana? Chairman, almost said that Chom say, into your bronyina could be a bagana beer, or whom bear may be your uncle. Or whom your friend say, or baby or your auntie. Yes, I catch home. Say, a hadia wokom, and ye Christian. And you obi semu una uncle obi nto mbeka saa na 20 to bedua uncle and chirese se bi bu wajimi o cheba and was say eduru baabia me the whole 11 wonders obi a onim abet komi na me na ko kese pa e wo mias me won so pa na e madam for pa because we disagree to what agree
we agree to disagree.
Yes do them be a chairman me say one fan ni team menam kwa so anu afra wo de wunti no ma bia se wo so ba e bi o so am se wo kura wunya si wo ba no ya sign some of these things in a corporate organization because chairman oh wadwene me wo madwene enti to bring the same thing together and a difficult and no maybe we person ye mo watch brown me so person ye mo watch white and no ko atimi ye another problem oh only Dr. Che we have a very good relationship
but and will be chantro as ma can just on chantro
me choice me nka say chantro we have a good working relationship only mean you have good working relationship so what the idea cupboard no more approve say ko ye dia it means that you have good working relationship na na me on the frame otime frame say me fa one my friend one what's some now can say you don't have to be my friend for us to work together first that can say me trem na wo fi dada mo
yeah, it's true.
Say me see you frame you be say me what to say you. Say nanami your team yan their frame say Ignatius what to say you one frame you no. I said the only thing is that bosom as what you am what you Ignatius are you delivering my mandate? I'm delivering. Chairman, ya wie bibia. Anya fe na obeye me kura me pesa admin say you. Na what to say say me je adwuma na wo mo bra anya den. Amam hey chairman me say so no obi adwuma. No from what did he why you say o yere ho te say oba you say da be ba say obeje adwuma no papa no ha wo eno no untimi njai nti o de men frame ye nya adwuma na na mpa cho ye nya jesi o ko ho koje yaje ye nya boot ko ho koje eno ye adwuma no ho adwuma da me ye ma say mi che adwuma no Mr. Sam no ma pe no no
also Kofi Obi is right. Nanaya did not show maturity in his answer to the question. His posture will not work. Even in corporate world, board chairmen do not always agree with CEOs, but CEOs do fight them. Also, CEOs don't fight them. It gets nowhere. He, Nanaya, will be sacrificed eventually. Well, I didn't say on Facebook, a number of people are commenting, say, Ghana, the MZ thought I'll be with Kai and Gasentiana and all that. But I mean, it has to do with our setting and how we were brought up. And even with Abrofono, quite the same thing. Yempo. And let's not pretend as if say, seven, Abrofono, the different. When you go to Oka Abrofono home, sir, I didn't make 2012, you call London Olympic Games. And near a bus, na Akrabako was sorry, bus in the seat and so. And oh, and I name ne maame eboli no sit down na kwani wi no say I said sit down. Third one, sit down. Na kwani try to bam like that. And you see yeti omo my man create the impression that ebia sir, but yempo mimi die ni. Let's not, of course, I mean, you also you solve the idea way eventually, and I will personally love this thing to be solved. Sir, I want to see a day when I will probably be sitting on Light FM.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Granting an interview, answering questions.
Absolutely. Dr. No one can stop Kotoko. I'm telling you.
Because Dr. Che as a board chairman, I do pepper and say Kotoko Bekonkai. Nanaya as a CEO, I do pepper and say Kotoko Bekonkai. And these two people are fighting. Many put there, as a Siana, Obiatuma is the mammy used to phone call. Say your friend on fan. Ebia enye because ebia nanaya he's a CEO baby on the Kobian offer ebia obi wo friend pa offer, but the working relation should be there. Also a certain way of the communicating. If he has to be calling his personal assistant to tell him that I'm strong, catch Dr. Chase ebia me person needing comobility ebia he should get back to me, fine, but so critique wo be on one usi wonya access to you. How would he work?
It's not meant for radio.
I understand. Radio need you get to say how he was put, no. And if it's not so busy say say as I did not quite check. But yempo. Ejuma ye woman. Mintimine Bronzy and Chimanso. Because he's the CEO. I'm a worker. So I am Adiana Mempena me bufu na me ko. There's no way that I go to pump Bronzy aman maka. So the wichi. Enti yenye hu your parameters, but a coin be so Bronzy being the head should also have a certain responsible posture. We say, fine, why you demand me dear, but also me buano na na demand ye because eventually I benefit.
That's where the line is.
So that's where you draw the line.
Self glorification. Okay.
So we seminar.
Obia supported the other person.
But seriously,
I think the Trump card for Asante Kotoko is rather working against them.
Of course.
When you get these quality personnel, I think pushing Kotoko forward, the same quality personnel no Monyano is rather becoming their problem.
Exactly.
And somebody at this material moment should step in.
And I think yes, but I think as a board chairman, how responsible is he? Because as a board chairman, you cannot consistently denigrate the club. Exactly. You are the board chairman. Exactly. You get me? So I was saying, Dr. Cheso should do a bit of introspection.
Exactly.
Truth. I mean, I was saying, Dr. Cheso, doc, no credit say I was saying, because
chairman.
Because himself, of course, I am brand here. It's every hour and say, oh, yeah, they are on the penny and yasem. But a crab is maybe also penny in one and say, a brand here, no. Ebia, in all fairness, am I being fair to you?
Yes. Sebia. I'm saying, Chama say, oh, my, no special prosecutor called Vetsy, no.
Oh, answer question, Mamma, J. Or say, table, yeah, to me. Never me and my students, no. But I'm trauma day. So many
South Africa say we equate age with experience. As will be
but experience comes with age though.
Yeah, of course.
Experience in the same job.
Absolutely.
In the same job. So experience doesn't mean it doesn't connect to age. You better them inform you know now you're the same age. But then you was experiencing the same job than you.
And the no crow
but Ignatius. Wo Ebia, you might be older than a certain coach. But in coaching, you experience that man.
Of course.
Africa said the moment you are old, you seem to be experienced.
No,
that is a mistake.
And that's if you know someone it comes with age. If you know it comes with age.
The two different things to experience if you know the same thing.
No, but unim say Christian, for the purpose of one with him, said and you may be why be a first. Obi can na besoso. But unyi do maybe obi can unfi. Oh, dem chi.
Oh, me post no Twitter na. Me say unyini a. Na and you are becoming more sober.
Ai, ba mu de na mo koye nde. Ye go ton match na mo ko di mo so mo koye ni. Akwa ye face match o
face match.
Anyway, that is the Samir and China Sunday some message you say. Kofi Obi is right. Nanaya did not show maturity in his answer to the question. His posture will not work. Even in corporate world, board chairmen do not always agree with CEOs. But CEOs do not fight them. It gets nowhere. He, Nanaya, will be sacrificed in due course. I know, me am a boss. Samir Echi.
A posture, Mr. Nanaya, on from day one. So posture where and I think it's gotten to a stage where, oh man, you've got to come. Yes, you can have a problem. So I'm more disrespectful and all of that. I think that's where Nanaya ne hurt ne. He feels I'm for being respected or a small boy. And, yes, I think naturally yes he's hurt, but you should know where you're standing. Maybe I would more broadcast. Maybe big grounds, very very slippery grounds.
Okay, Blessed Benjamin say, couldn't it also be? Couldn't it also be that the board members have tried solving the issue, but the board chairman is not availing himself? Light FM constantly bashing and attacking Nanel for almost a year, and the board chairman has pretended not to have heard or seen it. Okay, Blessed Benjamin, so message or the Abano. Because he Prem Mustafa as a Coach Ignatius has made amends on how he acted yesterday with how he talked about the Dr. Che and Anayao Amponsah issue. But as you are making an example between you and Bronzy, Dr. Che does not benefit in any way if Kotoko wins the league, but Nanayao does. So he should tone down to the bankroller and they move. Because Prem Mustafa and so they are or the Abanonity. Well, comments no guswa eba mihwe kakra wo Facebook. I don't know whether you have listened I'll say I don't know whether you have listened to Light FM Sports Nation before. I'm a phobian, but sometimes when you are listening it's hard. And if there is an agenda, it's hard to know if there's an agenda to pull the nail down. And a cheaper Lago senior. Stephen Kwesiako, please, BKB, advise your friends on Light FM. Okay. So are you people afraid to talk about what Light FM sports guys are also doing to Nanaya? Man George. And so then no. Amwakwa Daniel. Also they should once understand the young man. Why is he not also a human being? And so I don't know. Kwajamwa Adele, see, we will not let Dr. Che use his money to destroy Kotoko. Nanaya will bring more sponsors. And then Kwajo Amwa Ade. Okay. And also at the end, Roxanne Marcel Sean, Light FM guys are a problem, and Dr. Che should put them in order. But I'll say seriously, what Nanaya did yesterday was not good. I'm a phobian, but seriously, he can't do this in America to his boss. Okay, Farouk Seidu. And so they are no. Also, when it comes to money issues, he's doing great, but let's put money aside and deal with the serious in-house issues in the club for a united Kotoko. Marco Marine. And then Ignatius, so Nanaya should keep quiet, eh? If Dr. Che tells his boys to insult Nanaya, why is Nanaya wrong here? Okay, Kodamwa there, and so at the end, no. Nana Kwache Boate the second, I say that's true. Being too friendly with your boss makes it difficult for you to leave your job. it happened to me. Okay. It happened to me too, but eventually man had to move. Okay. Richard Fine say over respect is where we are today. We are all hypocrites, and where truth have to prevail, we cover it up with respect and manners. And here, Richard Fine. As I was good morning, BKB. As usual, I'm watching you live from Antwa Antwa. Please tell the coach to stop talking, because we the Pokemon world are very proud of the best CEO in Ghana. Now, Nanaya Amponsah, and we like the way he talks. He talked yesterday. Before Bonali list over. Okay. So they know. Other thanks so much, Ignatius. The elder is always right, and what has destroyed, and that the elder is always right, and that is what has destroyed our nation. Roxanne Marcel Sean say Ghanaians hate the truth. Okay, talk about Roxanne, cool, bright, cool, Roxanne. Obo birthday. Obo. Obo, happy birthday to you, Obo. Right, Roxanne. Happy birthday to you. Now, young trust na young quay nimna say Ignatius, I'm about to hear how this league went. But Nana Amponsah said he's the sole shareholder of Far Rangers. It's him now, some buy and say Far Rangers, they are shareholders and one you know. Business on one or more penal. And but the appeals committee are over release Hadian. And so El Honum, young Koyanim. Adia Biba and way I summer but for quad turn off for Troy to Facebook. Now, we were saying in every on the Be United near to case na Babontin. Now, ruling no, almost how much Chelsea Be United fans no, and I consider the abrupt end of the game. And by the every regulations, the Chelsea omina for 50 game, no, which means that RTU will count as the winners 3 points and 3 goals from that game. Now, Omo Math Commissioner's report, Omo Bibia, all that, but eventually still, Omo science. Now, this is stand up for commenting on a post, and I'll say both Kotoko and Vessel. Who is Vessel? On okay. Will go to opposition due to this verdict. They are still preparing to dupe Bovakwatano FC for that unnecessary protest from Ala Said Zakito and RTU. We shouldn't forget so soon, not only Tamale, do vote. We have heard, seen, and noted the real cause to bring RTU to Premier League by all means. Ket E.S. Okregu will soon end his services at the office due to this verdict. Now, I understand that the clubs in the Br0uhaha region, at this Agange upset, they have realized that there is a grand scheme to bring RTU back into the Premier League. And the Omunasi Abanoneste yi, Ombeto pa, Omso Ombeto. Abanonso de, Ombeto. So the Omuti come as them de. And easy. Okay. And no, any and Sema, and also, okay. Young Tosso, now young find some number Andy train later. Now the amount some na be na so coach Ignatius Waha. Coach, the same or club baby.
Yeah, will be at the
other share a year sim. Mouse now tries way. Mouse tries now Udimrika na dera. Mema Munchak with Bakumana. Tries my veterans, and I'll be so general now. Ah, and the brow bin China, become as well.
My other will be boss at Boko. I have declined, sir.
Kikos Rukaka,
Amponsah, Dr. Chias, Menkabi, because me is sure. And Obi should know this, sir. At a point now, most of the board members paying appointment, so it took the intervention of Dr. Chi. He knows. Okay, that's what's his name? The special assistant to the chief of staff. He came out on public platform. No, because Nana Amponsah the document about Mpenifo. It is still under consideration. Then he leaks it to the media. And Obu baby chese, oh yes, Adiana. you don't fit. Say onim penyifo di nkomo na wo leaky. Kaka me kaisa at that time. I sat on radio and said, say, yentimi njintum say na Amponsah ne leaky. Sa document or the presentation chair board because he met 12 people. And before we could not send their mom, me, I know one of the board members or didn't the coach will be say on church and that is why I got mine. I was invited to Manjami Buzami. Still, Dr. Che stood his grounds and said, Nane Amponsah and Opus fan. Nane Amponsah him Sadio. At the crazy anti Nane Amponsah friend Dr. Che on fan. And yet radio interview and a best of us Adian. Nana Kwame Abuaje-Mensah, special assistant to the chief of staff, Nidino Nana Kwame Abuaje-Mensah. He said publicly, said, Adia, sad documents they leak in the chest. They cannot trust Nane Amponsah with a whole Asante Kotoko. If document or the coach board will leak the Ababontia.
So you are giving us a genesis as to why this whole problem has started.
When it came to the appointment, Nane knows this. Obviously, Dr. J wanted somebody or Dr. J to be in the management. Nane Amponsah still no more call money. They were working. And Nane onim where the relationship no a breaking here drew baby edry. It is also unfortunate for us to assume say anything Light FM for no beka bia Dr. J is your no. There are other people who don't work for Light FM who also do the same, almost style the same as Piki and say super modern. Dr. Che is going to come as
Rich Mitwasia. Dr. Che, not board members in Yam Prince of the team, the grandman and I. Dr. Che, a Gijin Mukoya.
Number one. Number two, when somebody from Mensia or your Hinana Kwame Abuaje-Mensah.
Oh no, or special assistant to
me
uncle no.
Your friend I'm call. Said me who see poor pass and go no.
Okay,
special assistant to
the chief of staff.
The chief of staff.
Chief of staff. And I can say yeah.
Side on so peer by him. Still Dr. Che champion for equal seemingly ko pa chaw ma branch and say onum pompo na dia na babontia sa dia na nya de bone enti no he still stood by him and ye de adwuma na man adana odi ni management reach ni PJ Muze ni dental mo chen enya Dr. Che hoja onom goye kakam me no
which means that the relationship was good. Dr. Che fought for him. Eje bia na Dr. Che feel say as a branch na when I
was the one running the team, now see my sign contractor. Paper na sign and China. You want me to be happy? Why are we not being fair to the man? Paper na ya sign krata and Munyam China content na was. And I direct Senator Dr. Chema Kotoko Jumana as at a point me executive chairman of the club. Se no me say jumana chairman kenya problem but unsa be say as you are attacking him directly but through an indirect means and oyenipa. Now Christian made a fantastic point. Say sunu mienu kwa as I said na bre no kwasem pa ne say enya sunu mienu na ko Dr. Che ni Kwame Amponsah defense no so papa nya sunu mienu et say po na osono peso or no ne po ko fast one. Say, but Obi just told you, say, one is an employee who is paid. Say, general manager bine, line manager be and CEO be na ekwa. And because I assume you know, and now assume you know.
So back nebia back.
Nana knows this. Me say Obeka. More can you could read comments. Time I will be starting. I say no. Nane Amponsah should tone down. Check your comments ever. Obi why na obi na mu de mako jiska Dr. Che ebro be ka say Dr. Che also and so make sure me can say mo before e be do this time say time na feel say so nya papa no na on na so tu na mako papa ni nchen satan na nu say o na nu bra friend on fa o na so tu na mako papa na so say o we deɛ si bia no akɔbu ba asantefo be am sisi enya bu kyerɛ wa na asɛm ne so atwa no sɛ mpanyinfo so ba egya ne nan gu wo nan so a yɛntwa yɛ pepa eti papa we deɛ maba deɛ ma yɛ bia fa kyɛ me asɛm no kofi ɛso atwa but the posture ne say and check all the social media ranting na ekoso ni post no everything was directed at Dr. J. So the same Kotoko supporters, some of them few months ago, I remember say if I voice be a branch because hey Dr. Cheba is here TV is Real Madrid. Okay.
Aye.
Bro ba for Kotoko bo friendly match be. That same man now after there na come here say social media comments in your discussion in now say on the problem of Kotoko. Now asem no baby a Kofie ha adwen say omo na do omo sa so mbotoma yiska o. Just few days back, meaning so be another board member of Asante Kotoko. Na na also buy no ne close pa, omo mo scan pa ba. Na say am tese so koye party bi amatakrade community bi. Odini sika na omo mo support na na ni bi ai we board member of Kotoko. Na Kotoko ni sika na we yiska ye nyoma foforo. Meaning so mo use publication na. But that same man e brand na Amponsah ba foforo. No so ka omo mo ben no pa. Your recommendations are board no you no so far say board ni watch e two say e be support no na Amponsah e be support.
But it's not right.
E be support.
E ho na ya asunu mienu no.
E ho na problem ni free ba e bra. Na Amponsah take a decision as a board chairman aware. Na some board members ebeka o board with oh he met us so we agree so onko here. Etinya board no asem e ujama mo so far. Chairman enye ye because board na nkasa e divided. Oh, Michelle, the board members be were crying the two money to approval from the board, and I'm going. But when it comes to Yenji's Kadia, same source, same people, and I want you to music camera. It won't work. I said, Makasa, Zakotko board, no, Unemi, no, be a Yinisika, no, be a spend this car. Nasa the Yenji's Karaman spending. No. Look at the example you just made. Bronze. Also, Dr. Kotoko thing we issue because if you are watching what you want for a 2% Dr. Kotoko I want to do more. Men just am you. Open in the Chukosi, what to what end? Open the Kosi. Me, I find it very difficult, but Mr. Let us not equate what somebody says at Light FM. Say Dr. Chase, one boys, and say, Omoka, as you are to say, Assembia, Omoka, Light FM, Dr. Chase, as one Zomoka. There be.
No, but Obi to make a case.
You
okay.
can.
You can. Dr. J can tell them that please, we are toned down.
Maybe I gave an advice to Obi or part of this management. Say, was it a report, auditor general report, be about one of the board management commercial affairs manager?
Yeah.
Light FM did the same thing. Almost I told him to sue them if you have evidence. Just take them on. Because I am sure that Dr. Chebu is my employed professionals, you want me to tell them what to say? Then I as well as you go and say it. To have employed people and paying. And so ideally, but Obi told you we are not in an ideal world. Ideally. Says a car, Kotoko say Quebec Saka, the Bienzo Kukaza Light. Anna.
Let the beer.
Me say ideally, to say yes, say as somebody get negative public or negative image. When you can say from Fonanka,
Omonka.
Crack some number FN. The same thing as a Kotoko in the hell, you know, light from cause of mouthpiece. But me a show an Amponsah unim poko vie pa or ni poko vie difference ben about mumua or mumua child poko vie. So sorry feel light from Koyet mobile for some no can run back and your light of 15 walker. Unless we are not being fair to ourselves.
Yeah, that's
so free over now will video so hard now. Nins of can and one of them not because we more light of them. And I feel a problem, no. I dear so but the only person who solve the problem we I'll bet the key initiative. And an Amponsah or no pet on giant in some uncle for catching no name Omo Ben and Fino Fono on giant on calling Dr. J. Obehuno. But what your mom we expect Dr. J to come to the Amponsah. Dr. Che level now.
Yeah, never know your dream.
Then they should go and look for the man.
But maybe
so I got any fear gate. Bra supporters no man can some go try gate aji. So some got any fear gate aji. Jina was go is Dr. Che ba bedru fie. No be ka say doc me sra boni bia ma ye bia fa cha me. But go to social media now as we are speaking. Ko for be ka say mon fi no why. Mon fi no Dr. Che di sika say Kotoko. O be say the Kotoko no say no they will say that. And to here no you won't make that step. Unko
I'm say we nyina omo e ha omo pa e Kotoko supporters.
No supporters no kwa e ha omo. Me say omo mu ache.
But why should that happen? Let me tell you.
Who read the messages here? Matuwa say Dr. Chepe so say team no. I'm so this ka be say Kotoko.
Team be say me chawadi. They board na e kan wasem. They tell me of all they sing nyina the most disappointed in air the board members. Listen, we have ohini wom your bankers will be Bank of Ghana board chairman. No one. What I'm saying is that are you saying that these people cannot decide that I'm calling Dr. J, I want to see you tomorrow, Mr. Rao, and you might be a bra. Maybe some no have lunch and I be now I arrange Nana and I said Dr. Maybe some show almost pa. Eti Nana they say me kwa unso bra. Kwa wait here. They say what is the problem? Oh problem be any because there be problem be in interview. Go be some be because the problem yo. Ebi a Nana have a kind of problem. Maybe Dr. J Canada. Now no oye penny gato akwa na ade be maybe also be we anyi di but ditum so upo opanyi nie enti bibia eni di also de man no panyi wo so say we ayakwa na adwuma anase de wafa na adwuma enti be so bibia wo so fa hunram bi oyo bibi na nya ka kire no me fan show mu no ma solve the problem so ma anya ne sa we'll come back after next season talking about the same thing and anybody be see na me ko to adum no mo GFA Cup no anase say how's GFA Cup that's going to go Africa e confederation say pay yamra no what the second no say team back go double ona ko say go nya any of them no ko Africa then go get to the point when they need money again and you po board members o modin akese ni nyina no edin no e wo ho de but ni po trace kapa eche kwamche
na say see them call us this season Kotoko ebo a game in Accra on Sunday board make us on be share Thursday no my budget omudi tuka we refuse abona ni so bomo because that meeting Dr. Jango
na dientina
etisika na omode ba tu kwan free hakon esi da o season ya Africa na no mo bona
Rachel board for no mate no omo ye den
BKB dientina manhia e de Dr. Chekan board no yes can spend
I'm say because of
scale spend Jesus no nko asenge
dientina me kan ba Kotoko supporters no the board is already divided on this issue.
So the supporters leadership should take charge.
No, supporters leadership should report the matter to a superior body Menhia. If Menhia call these people to order, call them obiantimi and go against what Menhia says. Board they divided, they cannot solve this issue. And another circumstance maybe I could read here and can board level board in solve the issue. No. But if the board is failing to do that there, somebody must report the case to a superior body or more powerful than the board, which is Menhia.
But the two has a rep on the board.
Or none so maybe I don't
faction.
Yes, it's supporters in team na emodia. We nyina akoswa team na ekofo mu a emo na akofo mama mu. To be able to solve this, you have a body amampani for kran team and go against what he says. Omaimu say even Omampani baby didn't try far of a Menhia. So when you have such a powerful institution, why don't the supporters carry this matter, report it to Menhia, let Menhia call them, case solved. Case in best of it. Autonomy so says beyond the border. There's a body I am more powerful than the board. There's a body even president respond to that body. Let the supporters take this matter up and report to Menhia. Menhia calls them, and I think the Menhia from now, the case will be solved.
Obi ntona akoko bedia kwa. Mami Poku at the start of the season, to be honest with you, anya ono kwa na ye kwa need that so as the main striker analysis ni who you know. It was even Ibrahim Osman, but to be prior very early on. Kwame did extremely well. But at the time, na players being so contracts be year of the move your financial issues because I'm kind of the revenue sources to the football club on the year. Gate proceeds, sponsorship, and then player transfer are the main ones. Here is the case, Kotoko is now say Africa just to divert him. At the time ni yeska and ye free Africa no fresh eka ewo nti no Kwame there no we were torn between okay keep him till the end of the season sell more but if you keep him till the end of the season you can get money to keep the other players and also you lose a lot more players 10 year emanonko but yan you know to Kwame Peno and they are not looking at all the factors. Kwame wa no 7 goals out of 15 league matches 7 goals and now the next person was another goal was I think us two was Imoro Ibrahim a defender. See your goal distribution he shared minimum number of goals out of about 13 or 15 matches 15 matches he about 13 goals.
Yes.
Okay. Kwame Ko and he shared the distribution of goals. Jemfi be share 5. Fabio Gama be share 4. Daniel be share 4. Vinicius be share 2. Kumi be share 4 or 5. Into the goal distribution spread across. But Kwame wa there were matches one shot obi anshare exactly near Copland. Into for us Kwame wa hani you that over the table once. You could share Karela. But Kwame ni yetimi be trim 4 points. Etwe has 7 points. So that cannot be the main factor. Kwame only not accurate, not entirely accurate. Anything that barring any injury, Kwame Beko no about 3 matches or 1 goal. Before he left, no about 3 matches continuous and no 1 goal. And there were matches that as good as he was, he was missing. No player be a good day on some days, sometimes bad days. But my son sometimes will transfers. The transfer speculation may affect a player like Kwame. Amponsah also Koji baby 10,000 euros a month. What am I saying?
Well, Nane Asadi to just say no money say Keskari Becha come Makwampoku and Konozo Kwampoku was earning 1,000 euros a month in Kotoko. Nasema Okan. Odechamo, good morning. I was once with the hosts of Light FM Sports when Dr. Che called the host on phone after their show, telling the host not to allow the sports team and pundits to say things against Kotoko. This was after their show and we're somewhere for a drink up, so you can't say Dr. Che tells them what to say. Okay. And Benjamin for Kwache and Eddie Uyaba. Or say there was an instance on a host, yeah, Reichard. Frank, yes. Okay, and also your friend, or also the Chachi friend and catch and say no. Chairman, Kotoko's problem is also the Kotoko supporters in America. I know a few who are so pushing. I know a few who are pushing Nanaya to make so much mistakes. Currently, they are signing petitions to whom I don't know, but they claim they need more numbers to kick out Dr. Che because he's using his FM station to bring down Nanaya. Felix Adai is saying, Kotoko supporters of Americans who started petition be. I'm also saying some person pushing Dr. Che out of but I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. Kotoko no, call me by. Almost petition. I petition. Catch on say Kotoko team. It's Kotoko team. Never Barcelona and Real Madrid supporters there. Kotoko team is open for that. Sorry, no can compare anybody in the club. Nobody can say Jack. To throw petition, America no more. What's their contribution to the club? No disrespect to any of them. But imagine, say, if that supporters group in America were contributing like $100,000 a year to the club. Say and go to for by now, Kebia, open soccer momo rep on the board.
Chairman, they met me a catch or more petition. He said, Open Soya and I drink so ye have bet mensano. A bimu demonstration woman shower. So still na answers and I drink. I mean, they should go down.
But Mensa Obia. Nintina Kotoko Constitution. I think the reason that still Kotoko
it was suspended to allow him.
Constitution was suspended to allow him to work
the club. Yeah.
When the man decided it was time for him to go. Okay, who complain?
My point is that no supporter in this day and age, you even think there's a way to solve the problem. The only way to solve the problem is dialoguing. Deciding that the two parties should call a truce. One person should be humble enough to understand that if you pay my position, this one is bigger than I am. Fine, if there's a problem. Young try to solve it for the great interest. We are going to go to Africa, and I'm telling you, sir, could go yesika to okay because could go to Africa. Baby, they can go
for Africa. So himself has to folk. Top players, or AUA players, baby. Second squad is a top player, no one top player.
I'm a top players.
But Scaben no top player. But Messi supporters ready. They say who gauge mood now. As an our best. 85% support base no social media kaka no.
Okay, could it be trust issues based on agenda setting by the Line FM crew? I think it is about time both parties settle their difference and work for the good of Kotoko. Okay. Kwaku is also a part of the petition. I almost signed no. Kwaku petition no. I'm like this mumeli petition ba. Okay. Okay. Well, it's good, sir. But I think this problem has to be solved. It has to be solved. So.
2 minutes Prof. Darling, some more can have a be as he
now the that's also can
oh, coach Jeno me guso me
go to the me
but the question match now, boy, no Olympics no. Olympics for you, no, more place in Piano. Olympic supporters, they say, almost see you, no, Tom match, they Olympics. For supporters, you Olympic supporters, they held Kotoko Twitter handle, Awaku, or say 3 hours, and Omudias or Mutiakovi. But Prof. Dallas said, I said, 5-0, no. Or say 5-0, yes, 5 was make each other anyway, beam a beam. Now it's good for some Hango. Now corner Baba Mubia had Yamana Bubia now 5-1. How was that player going to stop that ball from entering the net? And another they can tell us when you go defend the match go. Prof some no can hand run. Say no more bomb match be. And a ref no catch or mu player back time will be chim no. Say na mu boy mu penny for a gym na mu monia brezar. Did they take that matter up? Or see about us go to the investigations now na ekoso. Investigations are now ekoso about Asante Gold and Lagos City 5-2 no. Prof he sat in that meeting no more. Now the conclusion now champion the by say I am passive players na ko jiska na o ka say bet o say there be na bribe na nya bet. Hey, Prof is telling us a first round game now as gold. Akwa cry some 5-2 Lagos City some 5-2 no. Or say omo investigation na nya bet na bribe as gold players ko je bribe. Okawa. Give for some pay information from journalists. The school for some information free journalists. This is the sporting director of Ashanti Gold. Or say no ni the name omuye investigation over so. But na ya bribe na nya betting. First leg na course wa Accra 5-2 no. As good. Unim say na goalkeepers coach ni Isaac Amako.
I'm so Accra na ho.
Unim say after Zagi Rompam no.
Yeah.
But Jeff for no man there's an integrity officer. That man is paid. Omu chanaka. Bosu bi oji pay. There's an integrity officer. Ask go for the council omu place obia ewuram atia bribe. Ya investigated that. Has me Musa Beka say bono ote 5-1 didn't so shan na essay. Am pampan form ya pombo no bi otuka bi abu ofu no di 2 car go. And no problems on the 7 and yaji. Prof wani anye o bon ye point na mo ra ho na se ba fie na 30,000 series no kwa ko twan last obi ko twan last meeting kwa and always ka keto say ko di 6 billion mo ya plan dia mo de ye Ghana football no chamo ba bi adu no me so u de u ya last 5 minutes no.
Okay, I'll say the Olympic ceremony is in progress now and they are mentioning Ghana and the history. Who is Darling Paul? His name has been mentioned in the Olympic opening. Darling Paul. Wow, Darling Paul. Darling Paul. Onye baketo.
Akwenya video here there.
Now Darling Paul video. Darling Paul video. Okay, it's Darling Paul no. Wow, Olympic opening ceremony. Mr. Momofa ade into one year. Na yetimi hwe eyini bi atiase new Olympic ceremony said this but Ghana participated, let's not forget Ghana but they say Ghana you prospered pa the Paralympics. Yeah, Ghana National Paralympic Committee, they are doing a great job. Samson Dean, and yeah, you know, say I must sign a contract with Luton Town for as I am hosting Ghana team, my facilities and be training, and be so you're more the National Paralympic Committee. So, Abasonere, how you may see a fair with these Olympic Games, and the Paralympics, and so any and so I understand say chair prisoners Olympic Games chair prisoners yes it Games Village jai security Uganda is Uganda no watching naba chair no so permanent competing answer and I'm so you know so compete go nyane enti any omrefi okay auction be because auction na ebi aworo usikesa but I'm telling you I never go do we at my auction say ebi akochi gymnasium say 50,000 but say 52,000 no be an kebi say 52,000 the amano ya be auction DAF XF DAF so no can friend DAF akese no car no DAF kese aha trucks no
and it achima so de mnyasi ho amawi o
tell go mo de so mutimi jira ke buga go training truck
one de go training manyasa
enti DAF XF your AS 6850 2018, your AS 9609 2017, AS 9610 2017. Is that your 2017 or 2017, and a 2016? Cars near 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have auction. Intimate Shannon so auction date in the now we are interested in the auctioner, but the number be betuda. Tie natural. Auction date near the 26th of July. That is Monday to the 1st of August, the following Monday. Number near 050 1144 982 050 1144 982.
Kwabne free or being Br0uhaha friend will be tries. No pure sports. Now himself bag okay see who sem dia 95.7 and OBATA. Juada ekopem memeneda. Nondu ekopem dumienu. I will can see who sem amonone any fee. Yes, hanso de wadwen kire eso ewram. Pure sports there ayakrodjin efibia authentic. The facts are first.